Hi guys, I just thought I'd make a tutorial about how I make farm lists for micro farms. So my favourite website is inactivesearch.it, and then over here you see you've got the list of servers. You can enter your server, so this is TS30x3, and you enter your coordinates here, and then you go to search them, and then up here you can do different filters, like you can include natars, exclude natars, you can hide alliances, you can change the population, which I actually need to change for this one. And then if we go over onto the farm lists here, so I'm making them for 0.5, so you want to have your first two, which I've already maxed out, and then when you make the next ones, I would name them with 0.0 to start with, because then, for example, this is just from what I'm going from already making. If I go to this one here and I go add to farm list, the first one that comes up is 0.0 clubs. So what I would like to do is say I'm on this page now. I would open up, say, 50 of them at a time. At the moment I'm going to do 10. If you're taking a pause, do a highlight of where you need to start, then control tab along. We're raiding with other villages and alliance are raiding, so you can see roughly what they are and the population you do. And I did not mean to press that. So then what I would do is I go add to farm list. Because this one's 60 pop, I'm just going to add 2 clubs, and then I go add to farm list. I select the TKs and I do another 2 TKs. Then I control W to close the tab, and I do exactly the same thing here. So add 2 to clubs there, and then I'll go 2 to TKs as well, close the tab. This one 123 population, but there's no raid, so I'd have a look at the account. You can see they've got a few villages. So then what I like to do here is I'll add 2 clubs and 5 chiefs. Save that, and then I'll do exactly the same with TKs, 2 TKs and 5 chiefs. And the reason I do that is because when you send farm lists out, you can never have 5 chiefs in one village. So then I'll go to here, go to a village I've got scouts in, send it away, normal attack, defences, and then I'll leave that in my farm lists with the chiefs involved and wait for the scouting to get back. And then I'll just repeat here. So I'm just going to go through these ones quickly to show how quickly you can get it done with this strat. And as you can see, I'm just adding random amount of clubs. I'll have a glance at the population, add depending on what I think should be it, and then obviously if it's coming back full bounty with myself or other people raiding it, then I will alter the farm list. So then I go clubs and TKs. And as you can see, with this strat, you can get through it quite quickly. It's taken me about half an hour to add almost 200 farms to both TKs and clubs. That's 400 raids will be going out. You can see this one here, it's got red X's. I go to that. You can see he's got a few villages, so it could have been someone who's been catapulted or something like that. So then I go back. This one, it's got no raids on it either. But if I go have a little look at it, it's only 2 villages. And if I go to the spawn, you can see there's raids on that. So I would be more than happy. I'm in the wrong village. Be more than happy to add this one with, because it's a 15 cropper, I'll go for 3 clubs. And then 2 TKs. And then close that, and then I'll continue from here and just repeat all the way down here, and then next page on this. So as you can see, if I go over to here, as you can see, these are almost getting full. So once I've got this one to 100, I'll go rename this whatever I'm calling it, which at the moment is Nice Boys. I'll name that 2, bring that down here, and then I'll create a new list called 00 TKs again, and then put that back up here and just restart like that. If there's any more tutorials you'd like to see like this, please let me know in the comments and I can try and make them for you. So I will see you later. Sorry guys, just before I end it, I thought I'd do another tip. When you're making the farm lists, I've only just realised, new addition to it, you can preset troops to it. So if you're making, so the lists I'm making at the moment are under 200 population. So they'd only need 2 clubs, 2 TKs, maybe 3 or 4, but you can adjust it as it goes. So if you go on here, you set it to 2, you open up all your farms through here, and then if you just go add to farm list, already preset, only just realised that, 300 farms in, already preset, And then if you say, look at this one, it's 151 pop, all you've then got to do is change it for there, go on to TKs again, change it for there, and continue going. See, this one's 108, so I think I might want 3 clubs on this one, but only 2 TKs. So I'll change it to 3 clubs, keep it 2 TKs, close that, and then for this one, already preset. I've only just realised this, but this is a fantastic feature. Then what I'll do, so I'm going to do 0 to 200 for about 300, 400 farms, and then afterwards I'm going to go onto here, I'm going to go onto the filters, and I'm going to change it, so I'm going to put, because now I only want 200 population, so then what I'll do is I'll set 200 in here as a minimum, and say 500 in here, and then 200 in here, and 500 in here. Actually wait, because that's player, probably want about 4,000. So then it'll be show all the villages within this distance, and then I can say preset the farm lists on that. If I want to create the new list for this one, just call it that, I can then preset it to say 20 clubs. And then when I add the bigger farms in this population range, it will already be preset to that. So the best, and then I also don't like raiding Natars, so I always exclude Natars from my list because they just make troops, people chief them. It's a bit of a pain, and you usually don't get many resources. Like, the resources you get from them don't cover the losses you make from when Natars respawn troops. So I'll do that. So then, once I've got 400 micro farms on of the 2 to 10 club range and the 2 to 5 TK range, then I'll change this here. And then obviously you can do that with whatever tribe you're playing. So if you're doing Gauls and you say having a swordman and druida hammer, you can do you can do what I'm doing and say Adam for swordman and then druids, and then if you've got a TT raiding village, you can just go through, create one for all TTs and re-add them all there. And then what's good is, say, even if they're in another list, you've just got the add to farm list option here. So I've got them in my hammer village, TK's freeze, but then I can still go easily add them to this one and have them on multiple farms, because farms are different distances away, and we've got different tournament square levels in these villages currently because they're not maxed out, so raids won't be hitting at the same time. So even if you send out once every half an hour with the 2 club villages raiding, the 2 TK villages raiding, you might be able to hit, say, 4 times every half an hour with like a 5 to 10 minute interval in between them. So that's how I like to micro farm, just add the small ones and then go around, change the filters to add the bigger ones, and just be more careful with these bigger ones when you add them, so you're not losing too many more troops. So yeah, sorry, I wanted to add that little point extra before I went. So yeah, if there's any more guides, like I said before, please drop them in the comment and I can try and make them on this account. So yeah, hope you're having a good day, and I'll see you later.